Say what? I'm pregnant. Utal, you'll be killed. Like my mother will kill me. Pregnant. 23 and pregnant. Actually, it's not even 23. I think I got pregnant when I was still 22, going to 23. What? Yani hiyo siku nilikaa hivyo. I didn't even fear for myself. I didn't even think like maybe I will suffer in life, I'll bring a child in the world and I'm not ready. All I was thinking about is my mother is gonna kill me. Anyway, thank God guys, I'm still alive. What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Yeah, I missed you guys. By the way, let me start by saying like thank you so much for you guys who have been so supportive. Yeah, my first video is like past 100k. No, past 1k. Gosh, 100k. Jesus. Anyway, dreams are valid. So well, today, as you see, I'm going to tell you a story about my pregnancy, how I got pregnant when I was in college, how I gave birth to my son, how I went through shit, I went to hell and came back, and thank God I am alive. Sick die in the process. That is what it is. So anyway, today, as you've seen, I'm going to tell you a story, and it's about and it's a real life story. Something happened to me, and you know, today I don't want anyone to say sorry to me, to tell me I'm strong or anything, because I already went through that, and you know, I'm done, I'm over, and I came out of it stronger. I learned from it, and the best thing guys is to learn from an experience and come out of it stronger, and that is what I did. And you know, sometimes you go through something in life and it takes longer for you to get over it. It leaves you with a lot of bitterness. You can't relate well with people, you can't, yani experiences zingine zinakufanyanga ukwe bitter, but once you are over it, everything becomes so easy. And that's why I was telling you the other day in my introduction video, like I'm a new person. You're not the person you knew like a year ago, some time ago, because I think I've been through a life-changing process, and I'm happy to say that it was a good one. So as I've said, this is not a pity party. I'm just sharing this story with you people, so that anyone who is going through that, or if you ever happen to go through that, you'll know how to handle it the way I did, or you know, even better. But you know, things happen in life and you can't reverse it. The best thing you do is you dust yourself, you go on, you know, you just that's the attitude. Just accept and you know, find the best way to go about it. So men, before you even opt out of this video is something like you need to watch, because I need you to understand how women, like how younger girls feel, like the kind of support they expect from you guys. And you know, we need support. Yani when it comes to getting a baby, it needs a lot of support, especially from a guy. So this video is for young parents or young girls. If you're in a relationship, you are expecting a baby, or you have a baby already, you're raising a baby with someone or alone, and this video is just for you. And even those who don't have babies yet, because with time you'll get babies. And you know, yeah, that's what's up. Getting pregnant when I was in college and I was in campus, I was 23 years. Actually, I don't know if I had hit 23 vizuri ama I was still 22. Let's just say I was 23 when I got pregnant. And what I didn't know is that the pregnancy was gonna be a life-changing process in my life. And well, it was a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster being a parent when you're still in college, and you know, raising a baby by yourself. It's not something easy, but all in all, God cannot give you something that you can't handle. Anakupeanga tribulation ama temptation ama a difficult situation, and then anakupatia grace ya ku go through it. You know, sometimes I preach. So yeah, nothing is too difficult, and you know, every baby comes with their plate, as we are always told. So relax. If a baby comes, accept it and move on, you know. So I got pregnant when I was in college, when I was in my 3rd year. Actually, I remember I was almost going for my attachment. So in my first trimester, I was expectant, and luckily enough, I went for attachment. I studied in college, as in my campus was in Eldoret. So I went for my attachment in Eldoret. I didn't go home. My home is Kirinyaga. So I was so lucky, like I could hide my pregnancy. My mom couldn't know, because guy, mi nilijua nitauawa. I would have been skinned alive. And the best thing is, like, when I realized I was pregnant, I knew I was pregnant within the first month. I knew I was pregnant. And what I did, I didn't tell anyone. I just kept it to myself. I only told the person responsible, and you know, we talked about it and agreed on, you know, yeah, whatever we talked about. I don't say it right now. So when I realized I was pregnant, I didn't tell my closest friend, I didn't tell my best friend, I didn't tell my mom. I didn't want to say it, to share it with anyone, because I felt like someone was going to, as in if I shared it with someone, they were going to influence me to take the wrong decision. I know you know what I mean. So I just said, let me just keep the baby. I am an adult, I'm old enough, I can make my own money. You know, by then I was a very independent woman. And nilikuwa na feel me at 23. I can raise a baby very comfortably. Furthermore, I was a businesswoman, as I've told you. Everyone in that campus, by the way, used to know me. Mi nilikuwa nauza earrings, I used to sell hair accessories, I used to sell clothes, shoes. I just used to sell everything, by the way. I don't even understand why I was doing the course I was doing, and I was like a businesswoman. So mi nilikuwa ule Mkikuyu, like the true Kikuyu woman. Nilikuwa na hustle sana. My pocket money, my mom would give me my pocket money. I would pass by Dubois. I would buy so many stuff on wholesale, and then I would go and sell them. Like, if you buy on wholesale, if I buy something on, like, for 50 bob, I would sell it at 150. So I'd get 100 on top and then still remain with the 50 bob. If I ever sold something to you, then don't feel cheated. Ni biashara too. Even go to West Market. I would go to West Market, I buy like a dress at 200, then I come and sell it at 800 or 1,000 bob. Yani, biashara ni biashara. Biashara ni biashara. So but then I knew how to make my own money. So I was like, I'm even like finishing my 4th year. I have nothing to fear. I can raise a baby. So yeah. So I had the pregnancy. During my attachment, I went for my attachment, and then I had to go home, because you know, after attachment you have to go home. You have this, like, you have to go home for you to go back to, before you go back to school, because when the attachment was over and the hostels were closed, we just had to go home. So I went home when I was like 4 months pregnant, almost 5. And my mom my mom didn't notice. She didn't notice I was pregnant. So the only thing was, like, I was super lazy. I wanted to sleep the whole time. I didn't want to do anything. I was just feeling like sleeping. But I didn't have those symptoms, like the ones which betray you, like vomiting, or I want to eat this, I don't want to eat that. I was just okay. I was just sleepy. I was a sleepy woman. I would sleep the whole day. But my mom was not okay with that. She was like, you have to wake up, you do something, do the chores in the house. But I didn't want to do. And then by then, my sister was like a year old. I had grown up alone, all by myself. Nilikuwa tu the only child of my mother. So my mom would want me to assist her with the baby, but I couldn't. I was like, I want to sleep, I don't want to do stuff. So kakosana na my mom, and I had to go. I didn't even know where to go. I just went to zurura around my friends in town, in Nairobi. And then luckily in the process, a friend of mine showed me how to do the online jobs, because I used to do them. So I would do, as in I worked for some time before, like a week or two. I think I was there for like 2 weeks before I went back home. And then my mom was like, she called me, told me like, when you're not going back to school. So I went home and she gave me pocket money, and I knew so well like I was pregnant. So well, I was like, this is the time I need to make like very wise financial decisions. The pocket money that my mom gave me, I just did the usual thing I used to do. I'd buy stuff for selling, like ninge stock, my biashara. I pass by Dubo, I buy perfumes, earrings, hair accessories, whatever those products I used to sell. Then I went home. I would go back to school with all that. But remember, I was pregnant. But I don't know where I used to get all that energy, because even when I was pregnant, I still used to do those biasharas. But now I had planned, like, when I get the help for that, the whole of that year, I'm not gonna use it. I'm just, as in, so when the help checked in my account, I didn't even bother to go and draw the money. It was just there. And then I had told my dad, after my attachment, I told him after my attachment, I wanted to start moving out of the hostel slowly. Like, I want to move out, because I will be starting life, and with my father there, I need to start a life and to get my own house. So my dad had promised, like in the last semester, he was gonna give me some money so that I can move out of the hostel, like to buy a bed and those basic things. So I was like, now I'm sorted. I have the help money, and my dad was gonna give me some money, so I would easily move out of the house. And I continued with school, like kawaida, with my pregnancy, my biashara, the online job. I just used to do everything, and to me it wasn't a big deal. And my pregnancy was quite peaceful, so I was attending classes. I was doing, like, basically I was doing everything. So I remember one time I had gone to, like, Annex School of Law. I used to go to sell clothes there, because there were some nice clients there. So I remember one day I was like, but then I was like 8 months pregnant. I was going to sell clothes, and I was working. I nearly fika to point I felt like I was going to faint. I think I'd worked for so long, and then I just thought, okay, let me just, I just stood there. I held, like, nilisikia tu, like, and then at some point nikadhani maybe the baby is coming, and I was so scared, but nikajifanya I don't want anyone to notice. So I just looked for somewhere. I sat for a few minutes, then nikajibaya glucose. I took the glucose, and then I continued with the safari. Me, I wasn't giving up, because I really wanted to get money so that I could save up for my baby. So we continued that way. I just still continued doing the usual things I used to do. And then, surprisingly enough, I had very supportive clients. And at some point, they would tell me, like, when I was, like, now 9 months pregnant, they would tell me, no, as in, just sit here, just bring those things, we'll go and sell them for you, or we'll call our friends to come and see them, and so we check them out, and they can buy from here. And I just, as in, I don't know, favor, so, like, people just used to do favors for me for nothing. Or maybe I was a nice person, I don't know. So niliendelea. I would even go to West Market and buy clothes. I would wake up very early. I go to West Market to buy clothes, and then I come back to school with them. I sell them. Yani, I was dedicated. Yani, I was like, me, I have to raise up this baby, because there's no other way out. And I had promised myself, I'm not going back home, like, to my mother with a baby. After how many take the room, as in shule hivyo, I was feeling like it's gonna be a disappointment, and I didn't want that. So remember, I've never told my mom that I was pregnant, so I was still hustling. And then I remember in my 9th month, only that was the worst hustle. There were some inter-campus, inter-university games. I think the Kusa games, and then there were some which were being hosted in our campus. So I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to make more money. So I just put a table in the field, in the playground, where, like, I don't know if it was hockey or rugby guys were playing. Hiyo ilikuwa ni hotspot. That was the best place I would have, like, my kabiashara. So I was selling Smokies and samosas and juice. So I used to wake up very early. I go to some hoteli in town. They would sell for me those samosas, I think at 15 bob each. And then I'll sell them at 30 bob each. And I'll sell like 200 samosas in a day. And then the Smokies, I'll just cook them myself. As in, Smoky, you can get like 10 bob on top for each, ama 15 sikumbuki, but it was quite a lucrative business. I was making some money. Biashara, I was making some good money. For the juice, I just used to take the quencha juice. Which quencha was that? The yellow one, green, I don't know, I don't remember. I think so, I don't remember. So I just diluted the juice, and then I'll put it in a container, and then I'll buy tumblers. Then I'll sell each at 20 bob. So I made some money, and that was the last semester. Like, I would stay in school because I was giving birth like at month. So I was like, yeah, I'm ready to move out. So I went and rented house, like it was 4Gs, 4Gs, 5G, 45 4Gs. Someplace I rented the house, and then I moved out. And then I asked my dad to give me that money he was supposed to give me, so I bought a bed, nikajipanga, and then I was started waiting for the baby, 9th month. Remember, I've not told my mom I'm pregnant. So those fears of pregnancy